No, definitely it is required. You should operate a system of regular review and renewal of client due diligence. And again, you need to take a risk-based approach to that activity. And so when considering a review, and that when we say review, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to redo absolutely everything as if it was a new client that you were onboarding. Um, but there is advice that the due diligence you hold should be refreshed or thought about on each new transaction. And so you're thinking about, is it still current? Is it still relevant? Where there's been a significant gap between one transaction to another, um, then we need to think about that, and we need to think about refreshing the due diligence. The bigger the gap, the higher the risk that something's changed and that you would be non-compliant by not identifying that information, recording the right information on your file. Under Regulation 27.9, it says you must reapply client due diligence to existing clients on a risk-based approach when you become aware that the circumstances of an existing client have changed. Now, there are certain triggers that you probably want to be looking out for, you want to be mindful of. So, any indication of any change of identity in the client, maybe they changed their legal name or the beneficial ownership has changed. Any transactions that they're instructing you on that are just not consistent with what your knowledge of that client is. Any change in the purpose or the nature of that relationship that you've got with that client, and then any other matter that would affect your risk assessment for anti-money laundering.